there was a performance of Les Mis at the Kennedy Center. It was attended by administration officials as well as a procession of drag queens who made quite an entrance. And there was a very mixed reception for the first couple.
Oh, she's back with him.
Well, she went to the theater. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it was a date night. Who can say? But they were met with cheers and boos. And here's what they had to say about the evening. Take a look.
Some actors may be boycotting tonight.
I couldn't care less, honestly. All I do is run the country well.
Well, have you seen the musical before, and do you identify more with Jean Valjean or Javert?
Oh, that's a tough one. That last part of that question, that's tough, I think. You better answer that one, honey. I don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna say, so what do you make of this push to rebrand so many American institutions?
Well, I was surprised to hear he was a fan of musicals, things I never would have finished. Donald Trump loves. I just wouldn't have thought that was next. But I found it interesting that Les Mis is one of his favorites because when you think of
he doesn't know what it's about.
No,
he doesn't know.
Some of the biggest themes are justice versus mercy and the government wronging people and them revolting in the revolution. So in considering kind of the times we live in.
About the rebellion against the French king.
Yeah. But I also think that the showing up part, you know, we've talked about the people that have chosen to boycott versus the people that come. The art is the medicine, it's the magic, it's the message, it's the inclusion. So it's so important that people keep putting that art out there and showing up over and over again to shine out this darkness.
Well, I agree with that. You know, when I thought that Les Mis being his favorite, obviously he just doesn't understand what the theme of it is, because it's about the 1832 rebellion against the French king. But I also started thinking about why he has this weird obsession in terms of art in particular. And then when you read about autocracies, authoritarianism, dictators, authoritarianism, they generally understand that that they want to control culture. They want that. And that's very important because creativity is a threat to their power, because creativity offers different perspectives, it challenges their control, it offers different narratives.
It's about freedom.
And I think it's about, a lot of times it's about artistic expression and freedom. And I think that's why he wants to control the Kennedy Center. But the people that he put on the board of the Kennedy Center, I mean, it was wild. It was like, Usha Vance, Susie Wiles, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. I mean, Maria Bartiromo.
You know, I sort of feel sorry for him because he craves this group of the glitterati to love him. You know, like he wants.
He wants you to love him.
He wants us all to. I don't know about me, but maybe you.
No, he wants you to love him. You know.
But he craves Lindsay Lohan and he gets Lindsey Graham. You understand? It's like. He wants so much, but I just like to read his approval ratings are dropping, by the way. Here's the good news. Immigration, 54% disapprove. Deportations, 56% disapprove. Economy, 56% disapprove. The Russia-Ukraine war, 57% disapprove. Yeah. This is a Quinnipiac poll, which is a very legitimate poll. So there is hope out there.
He has the lowest approval rating in 80 years. For this term of his presidency.
Oh, it goes with his birthday because he's about to turn 80, right?
Well, Donald Trump and I do share that Les Mis is one of our favorite musicals, but actually I believe Cats is his all-time favorite, which always surprises me. But he used to always, he would blare memories at like his rallies. He's a big Cats fan.
Well, he likes to grab him by the cat, you know?
But what I liked about this is, to me, it in many ways was a display of America. You saw peaceful, silent, and some vocal protest. Seeing those drag queens walk in, it was a celebration of joy, signifying they deserve to be there. They're going to show up in a space that matters to them and always has, the theater. And they're going to do it in a way that's joyful and celebratory. I tend to think that outrage is what Trump wants. He wants people shouting, he wants people fighting, he wants people rioting. But when you respond with joy and celebrating the things that he may not love, that's actually way more powerful in my mind.
Well, I think most performers will make up their minds. You know, you feel how you feel and you make your decision as to whether you want to participate. There are some things you just don't. You You know,
Lin-Manuel
because,
and Hamilton, they are
you know,
not performing
yeah,
at the Kennedy
and,
Center.
You know, it's up to the artist. But we have always been, I say that as we as artists, have always been the dissension in the room.
Yes. That's right.
We are supposed to call out what's there. You know, it's unfortunate he doesn't have a sense of humor.
Well, he does, but it's kind of lame.
No, he doesn't have a sense of humor. No,
They say that-
I'd take lame if they had it. Go ahead.
They say politics is downstream from culture. Culture tends to shape people's perspective and worldviews more. I think of the fact that, like, when shows started showing more gay couples in the early 90s, it massively swayed public opinion in favor of supporting marriage equality.
And that's
because
why he wants
people
to
saw
control
it. Like,
culture
culture is
and
more
art.
powerful than politics will ever be.
But you can't control culture because it's individual, it's written, and it's given to people. And you can perform anywhere. You don't need a theater.
Yep.
You can do it in the streets.
And they do.
And yes, for years I did. You know, we did it in the streets.
That's your character, isn't it?
That is
Yeah.
my character.